Hi guys, welcome back to Engineering Math Explained. So sorry guys for all the trouble since I didn't uploaded recent videos. But for now, we'll continue on learning our journey in mathematics. Okay, so let's proceed. So our topic for today is scientific notation explained. So as you can see here, we will be discussing this type of topic. So usually it is also used in geometry. So we will be seeing it in the future videos and also handling very large and small numbers. So engineering applications as well. So we will be able to simplify, read, and use the numbers with confidence. So let's proceed. So imagine this, the size of an atom, the atomic size, the speed of light, microcircuits, and also numbers that are either too big or small. So the purpose of scientific notation is for us to simplify our calculations and to better understand the numbers that we are computing. So let's proceed. So the key idea here is scientific notation can be expressed as a number between 1 and 10, can also be multiplied by a power of 10, and this makes our solutions and calculations cleaner. So let's proceed. Why this matters? So scientific notation can be applied in electrical science, systems, mechanical measurements, physics, and also computing. So the structure here. So as you can see, we have what we call a coefficient and an exponent. So in this example, we have 3.5 times 10 raised to 3. So our 3 is our coefficient. I mean, the whole 3.5 is our coefficient. And times 10 raised to 3, where 3 is the exponent, the symbols or d that equates to the movement of the decimal number. So I'll further discuss it in the next slide. So example number 1, a large number. So as you can see here, we have 45,000 and it is equates to a scientific notation of 4.5 times 10 raised to 4. So how did this happen? So let me try and show it to you guys. Okay, so let me just write the whole number. So it's 45,000. So as you can see, this number is really big. So if you are trying to solve different types of questions, so by inputting it in the calculator, especially this number is really big, so we have to simplify this one. So what we can do is to check for its corresponding value. So we want to simplify this one. So we all know that in the whole numbers, there is an invisible decimal point on the rightmost part of the whole number. So for that, we need to use this one and to try and move the decimal or move the decimal point in a certain number of decimal places. So in this case, we want to transpose this decimal point in between 4 and 5. So what we can do is to jump this backwards. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for this matter, in order for us to get the decimal or the corresponding scientific notation, we can rewrite 4 and retain 5. I mean the decimal point before writing the 5. And after that, we need to multiply always by 10. And since this is a big number, how many decimal places did the decimal point move? So based on this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this corresponds the exponent that we will be applying on the value of 10. So in this case, this signifies that the decimal point moves 4 decimal places in achieving this scientific notation. And by doing so, this equates that this value and this scientific notated form is the same. So let's try another problem so to further understand. So the insight is if it is a large number, so the exponent that we will be placing on the 10 is a positive number. So example number 2. So in this case, we have 0.0025. So to assess this, let's try to write first 0.00 25. And then for us to get it to this type of form, so what we need to do is to move the decimal point here to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So let's try to rewrite the number. So 2 following the decimal, and then we'll be placing the 5. And likewise, we will also multiply it by 10. But in this case, since this is a small number, 0. Excuse me, 0.0025, so this decimal will be negative. So how many times? 1, 2, 3. So we move the decimal point 3 times to the right. So if we are going to move the decimal point to the right, so we will be applying a negative sign exponent. However, if we are going to move the decimal to the left, so we will be applying a positive value. So we can just simply say that if we're going to use a negative value of the exponent, this the number that we are evaluating is a small number. And if it is a big number, we will be using a positive exponent. Okay, let's proceed. So, common mistake, wrong exponent sign, and always check the size of the number. So, example, 0.00047 ohms. So, in this case, we move the decimal how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we move it 4 times. So, in this example, 4.7 times 10 raised to negative 4. Since we move the decimal point 4 times, and this one is a small number, so it is negative value exponent. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. So let's proceed. So how about a small practice? So let's try to pause the video and you can try and solve it on your own. So I'll just write here in the screen the value that we will be evaluating this time. So let's try to solve this. 7, 8, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, it is 7,800,000. So how to write this in scientific notation? Okay, so I'll try to solve this, guys. So let's try to solve. Okay, so in this case, is this a big or a small number? So as you can see, this is a big number. So this only implies that we are going to use a positive value for our decimal. So for positive value for our exponent. So let's try to write the 7 and add the decimal point and write 8. And then afterwards, we're going to use the times 10 and how many times did the decimal point move in between 7 and 8. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will be writing 6 here as our exponent. So let's try to solve and check if our answer is correct. Okay, so our solution is correct. So how about if it is in multiplication form? So as you can see here, let's try to solve this. So here, 2 times 10 raised to 3 and 3 times 10 raised to 2 are composed of 2 different parentheses. So kung makikita natin, guys, so let's try to evaluate that 2 times 3 is 6. And in our previous lessons, so by multiplying same bases, so we have same 10 here. So we just copy the 10 and add the exponent. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So the answer is 6 times 10 raised to 5. So the key pattern here is to convert, to multiply, and also to divide. And always use the powers of 10 in order for us to check the right answer. So example ito. So let's try to solve this one. So 8 times 10 raised to 4 squared. 10 raised to 4 divided by 2 times 10 squared. So let's try to solve this. So I'll just write here in the screen. So 8 times 10 raised to 4 divided by 2 times 10 raised to 2. So this is the form for that equation. So let's try to solve. So by the process of our topic, so let's try to solve this step by step. So let's try to evaluate this one first and this one together. So just simply divide individually. So 8 divided by 4, 2 is the answer is 4. Multiplied by 10. And then in our previous topics, by dividing same bases, copy the 10 or copy the base and simply subtract the exponents that they have. So 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So the answer is 4 times 10 raised to 2. Let's check if our answer is correct. Okay, so our answer is the same in our solution. So the summary, coefficient is always, the value of our scientific notation is coefficient times 10 raised to n. So and always note that the large number that we evaluate will leads to positive exponent and small number is a negative exponent. So if you learned something new today, guys, I hope you like and subscribe to our channel to further see more on our topics in our future videos. And our next topic will be all about laws of exponent. So thank you guys for listening and bye bye for now and have a nice day. Thank you.